Let me see your merchandise. Well, weapons and chips. What do you mean by exotic items? Okay. There's a monster jug. What's that? You examine a plain-looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. She watches you, chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair is prickling up like that. If you'd like it, it's only 123 copper. Let's see the other things. What does it mean, look to the front? Oh, okay, different categories. What's this metallic cube figurine? Okay, so it's like an action figure. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork, who knows? But I like it. If you do buy it, ask around, someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for only 1,500 copper coins. And I don't think we can even afford that. Let's look at the back. Stained lens, a ring, rune-covered Ailstein, the tattered rag doll. What's this ring? Yevra's ring of almost invincibility. Invisibility makes the wearer invisible. Well, almost. So it's almost like the One Ring to rule them all. Let's look at the front. Baby oil, chocolate, Kazit, Codex of the Inconceivable. Diva's Tears, Elixir of Horrific Separation. These all sound really interesting. Let's take a look at the Codex. Unassuming book. You'll only say that it's just, well, I cannot explain it. Mere words simply won't suffice. You can own it yourself for a mere 1,000 copper commons, and believe me, it is well worth it. And we can't buy it because we can't afford it. That's fine. Standish. Please, sir, I cannot speak with you. I've got work to do, and my mistress simply won't allow it. Alright. Off we go.
Done.
Let's go back down there. So next is... Okay, there's the Linguist's house and this gallery place. Let's take a quick look in here. Hopefully quick. Ivana? Well-dressed elderly woman. Greetings, sir. I'm Ivana. Welcome to my galleria. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. One moment, sir. Your voice. It is heavy with age and moods. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? She smiles, gently running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... Pardon me, sir. I was curious to see how far they went. That's fine. They're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. Right, I do have some questions. She's probably blind. Not necessarily, but... what do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? She's a night hag, one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Wastes, who came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's will. We've heard this all before. Master of riddles and puzzles, but one riddle, one question in particular, was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? What can change the nature of a man? She issued a challenge to anyone who was interested. She promised to instruct anyone who came to her in their craft. If they could only answer the question to her satisfaction, they consented to be her next meal if they failed. This crime was believed to be some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself. Okay, let's take a look around. What's this?
I'm gone.
A brilliant ruby statuette stands on this pedestal, carved in the image of a winged humanoid. Nothing really telling us exactly what that is. What about this statue? Looks like it's about to make some angry proclamation. It's an essence of fury. What's the plex? The plague say. Plaque. Anyway, the statue is believed to be the final fate of Gangru. Okay. Not going to look at it in detail. Stuff over here. What's this thing? Hundreds of chips of translucent green glass don't appear to be held together by anything, but are free-floating. Arcadian-stained glass window. Don't think we need to touch it. Well, okay. We're a little bit curious. You reach out to touch the undulating glass shards, but find you cannot do so. Your hand stops just short of the glass surface. And we're not going to punch it. What about this? Dark birds of Ocanthus. Okay, black crystal or ice, swirling around a freezing wind that this ornate pedestal gives forth. We'll touch one. As you reach out to touch one of the whirling shards, your finger enters the icy wind that rises from the pedestal. Instantly, a coat of numbing frost forms through your finger, causing you to momentarily draw back. Alright, well, we'll actually try to touch one. You thrust your finger into the frigid, numbing wind. Unbeknownst to you, your forefinger freezes solid. As one of the black shards spins into it, your fingertip breaks off with a sharp crack and goes skittering across the Galleria floor. Leave hopes no one saw any of that. Okay. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have touched that.
Alright.
There goes a piece of finger. Alright.
Done.
What else is here? Looks like there's some thing going on here. Harmonium officers and people just arguing. No reason to get involved, though. Oh, Aelwyn! This tall, slender woman occasionally looks up from her cup of wine to scan the surrounding patrons and passers-by. Alright. She regards you carefully for a moment before replying. She speaks to you slowly and carefully, avoiding direct eye contact with you. I, Aelwyn, return your greetings. Aelwyn, Namel is looking for you. She begins to smile, then covers her mouth for her hand, and looks down at her drink. I am most pleased to hear of Namel. Might I, Aelwyn, persuade you to tell her of this place? Okay, I don't think we're just gonna go and play messenger for nothing. I'll do it for a price. She nods. Are you a sensate? No, I'm not. Do I, Aelwyn, not look familiar to you? No, should you? It is as I, Aelwyn, thought. A man's mind has been lost to him. Oh, do you know who I am? I, Aelwyn, have met you before, and would speak of that meeting were you to aid me. I'll do it then.
My journal.
She looks at you directly, and just for the briefest of moments, before she casts her eyes back down to her drink, your senses are awash with a warm, comfortable feeling. Pure happiness. I, Aelwyn, thank you. It is my pleasure. May I ask you about her, though? The way she speaks and what her words do. How? When we come from another place, another world, we are not like the people here whose words, thoughts, very feelings even, affect nothing directly. I, Aelwyn, take great care so as to not affect those around me too greatly. Namel... Okay, that makes sense, because she's looking away from us and... quiet. Namel, she is new here and cannot do so. It is something she must learn, should she choose to remain here much longer. It is not right to impose reality upon those without the ability to impose their own reality upon me, Aelwyn. Not sure I understood that, but that's okay. Is there anything you cannot do by simply speaking of it? She frowns. A strange unpleasant feeling rises in the pit of your stomach. Please, I, Aylwin, would speak of it no more. Alright, just one other question. He would speak of it no more to Aylwin, and thus would no longer force her to speak in such a way to him. You find yourself unable to voice another question. Your words catch in your throat as you try to speak. Okay, so maybe it's not memory, it's... These people seem to... There seems to be something else going on. Like a supernatural power where she's like a narrator or something, and anything she narrates happens.
Done.
Just kind of a curious thing. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you. Who are you? Hello, Branda. Scarred One, come to speak with Elbrand, have you? Oh, fortune told mayhap? Yes. Oh. 5 coins won't hurt, and we've seen enough weird things today to, I think, at least believe that this might lead somewhere. She places your coins in her belt pouch and takes your hands. She quietly studies your palms, frowning deeply. At long last she speaks. Some rare folk are what's called fateless, you see. They wander through their lives doing as they see fit, creating their own destinies. Yet you have no fortune to tell, Scarred One. None at all. I've nothing to tell you. And so here is your coin. She returns your 5 coppers. Oh. Interesting. Hold ye one moment, Scarred One. My mother gave me something once long ago. A scroll sealed with wax. A hooded man had entrusted it to her, and said a man such as ye would one day unwittingly come to claim it. Here, I would have you take it, now. Oh, okay, that's interesting. What is it? I do not know. She was sworn to never read the thing, and I obeyed her request to leave the seal unbroken myself. The man paid her handsomely to take the scroll, but warned her of the direst consequences should she open it. Interesting.
Done.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at that. The scroll has been tightly bound with red ribbon and sealed with wax. You can't put your finger on it, but you've got a bad feeling about the thing, as if opening and reading the scroll could somehow be dangerous. Well, I don't think that's going to stop us, but I will save, and I think I will finish this Namel...
Also known as Wanker City.
I'm gone.
Right. I will finish this Namel quest. Side quest. Drunken Mage. Might talk to him too. Right, Namel. She smiles as she greets you. Her beauty no less breathtaking. I found Elwyn. She is looking for you too. Namel was overjoyed to hear of her friend. Was Elwyn close by? She's at another cafe east of here, across this part of the ward. Namel thanked the man for his wondrous news. Soon she would go to visit her oldest friend, Aylwin. Now, though, she would reward the stranger. Well, we won't say no to that. She would draw the stranger close, laying her hand upon his chest, and kissing the pale, leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorating him. This, then, was to be his reward. Max HP increased permanently. Nice. Light tingling sensation upon your cheek and chest, and it spreads across your body. Thank you. Who are you? Staring into his stein of ale, misery etched into his features. Battered pewter mug is an unusual one, lightly engraved with strange runes and boarded faces and covered with a coat of thin frost. What's that mug you've got? I won this in a dice game. It's enchanted to keep whatever's in it freezing cold. In my case, cheap ale. He frowns, rubs at his eyes, and takes another swig of his drink. Something wrong? Something's wrong, alright. I've gone and lost my apprenticeship. Well, hungover I was, and botched my mentor's last experiment. All for this damn drink. He sneers at the mug in his hand. But in seconds his expression softens and he takes another swig. Ruins everything it does, this damnable drinking of mine. Why can't you stop drinking? I simply cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I need to drink. I try and stay away, but desire eventually overcomes me, and I cannot resist. Such a wreck I've become. He throws back the last of his ale and calls for more. And that mug? Is there anything else we can say to you? Some questions? No. Okay, can't do anything. I guess that's just an interesting encounter, that's all.
Done. I'm gone.
So let's see. I'm not sure if I was supposed to get a reward from Aelwyn,
All right.
but I'll do that before I do anything else. Or at least visit her and see if there is a reward. And yeah, then we'll see about the scroll. Or I will go and finish the last building in this area. Clasps her hands together and bows her head to you in thanks. Tears of joy were falling from her golden eyes. Aelwyn thanked the stranger. She had been reunited with her dearest friend, Namel. Of course, now tell me of our previous
My
meeting.
journal.
The name I, Aelwyn, chose for you, stranger, is not so fitting. You and I, Aelwyn, have met before, in the Festhall, in a place you could not have been were you not a sensate yourself. Whether you recall or no, unless you betray the Society of Sensation at some point, you are a sensate. Oh. Tell me more. You and I, Aelwyn, have met on 2 different occasions. The first was no less than 2 centuries past, and the last more recently, perhaps no more than 50 years ago. It's both quite a long time ago. My, Aelwyn's people are extremely long-lived, forgetful one. You seemed different then, less grim, less scarred, so eager to see all that the multiverse had to offer. You courted me, Aelwyn, then, and was nearly taken as a lover, but then you disappeared. I, Aelwyn, was told that you had been slain, murdered. She looks up for a moment to peer curiously into your eyes. I met you only once more after that. Did I remember you? No, she shakes her head sadly, then touches her throat. No, you did not. You lashed out at me, Aelwyn, made to slay me, screamed how I, Aelwyn, could not fool you, would not ensnare and murder you. We had met in one of the northern towers of the Festhall, on the 7th floor. Before you could choke the life from me, I, Aelwyn, used my powers to bade you to leap from a window to your death. When I, Aelwyn, finally went in search of your broken body, you had already gone. You did what? That is the whole of my, Aelwyn's, tale for you. We were not strangers, once, but have now become so. Farewell, stranger, and may fortune walk with you in your travels. Interesting. I think there was nothing in here, right? Yeah. Somehow I suspect that most of these places are, most of these tents are empty. We'll take a look in here quickly. This looks exactly the same. Alright. Very good. So last place is the linguist's home.
Done.
We will visit
All right.
very, very quickly. Then see about the scroll. Then go to the Undersigil. Performance artist.
Done.
I really like that all these characters exist, even if you don't really interact with them much, or maybe you can ask them questions and such, because it does add a certain amount of flavor.
Watch yourself, succubus. You step out of line and start hunting for souls, you'll catch my blades.
I'll be careful. I assure you, I have no such hungers.
Well, I would take you at your word, but since you succubi are all perfumed lying harlots, I won't.
Not all of us, Anna. I would encourage you to be more open-minded. You have fiend blood as well, and you have many good qualities.
You just keep away from me. In fact, maybe you should keep away from all of us.
And our character is, of course, either oblivious or just doesn't care about all that. The short, scholarly man, A tight, nervous frown on his face looks you up and down. Greetings, I am Finam. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, invited or otherwise. So unless you've business with me, I would ask you to leave. Okay, so that's it.
All right.
What a strange map we've been provided with. I don't know how the Nameless One came across this map, but... Or why this... I don't know why this house is marked. Silly map. Whoever gave it to us. Alright, let's try this, this scroll. This is an old, fading, innocuous-looking parchment scroll bound with a single red ribbon and smelling faintly of mildew. Let's break the seal.
Updated my journal.
A few lines of shocky calligraphy with a strange rune. The calligraphy reads, "This may not kill you, but it will slow you down, I am sure. Stop chasing me, you thieving bastards. It's my body. Mine, mine, mine. Now die." What the? The rune suddenly throbs, and the entire scroll begins to dissolve into a stinking black mess. The fluid seeps directly into the flesh of your hands, and in seconds, the magic hemotoxin begins to render your blood into black bile. For a moment, you clutch at yourself, howling in agony, and then the pain subsides. You have survived whatever horrible magic was placed upon the scroll. Okay. I guess we could talk to
I'm gone.
the fortune teller again and see if she knew anything about it.
All right.
But I don't think we're going to be pressing the issue. It was a trapped scroll. She doesn't know what's going on. How did you come by this thing? As I told you, Scarred One, it was given to me by my mother. A hooded man had given it to her for some 50 years past, paying her well, but bidding her to never read it, whatever the circumstances. A user of magic she was, powerful in the art, but frightened of this man just the same. She had set his eyes. All she could see of him really hinted at madness, and that the flesh around him was puckered and grey like yours. Okay, so could we have left this trap for ourselves? I wonder? I don't know why we would have done that. I mean, there isn't much in this adventure that has really made much sense.
Done.
Okay, so I think that's that. Under Sigil.